everyone, I am Abigail Tugawen and this time I am going to discuss to you about the government's counteraction against drug abuse.
Food, diet, and nutrition. What we eat and drink to help us keep alive and well, to help us grow, develop, work, and play are called food. Food is anything that is edible, and it includes foods and drinks acceptable for the particular society, culture, or religion. Food gives us a feelings of comfort and satisfaction, and eating certain foods establishes our identity. Diet is a sequence and balance of meals in a day, and it concerns with the eating patterns of individuals or group. Nutrition is the interaction between food and the body, and nutrition is the combination of processes by which the living organisms receives and uses the food materials necessary for growth, maintenance of functions, and repair of component parts. A nutrient is an active chemical component in food that plays a scientific, structural, or functional role in the body's activities, which provides energy, helps to grow well, and normal development repair tissues, organic and inorganic complexes contained in a food that are called nutrients. Macronutrients are proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, which often called proximate principles because they form the bulk of food. On the other hand, micronutrients requires a small quantity, and so-called micronutrients are vitamins and minerals. Carbohydrate is the major component of food, which is the main source of energy. The main source of carbohydrate is starch, sugars, and cellulose. In excess, the carbohydrates are converted into a body fat. Fats are composed of smaller units called fatty acids, and it provides energy and supports for many organs in our body such as the heart, kidneys, and intestines. Protein is the building material for all body parts such as muscle, brain, blood, skin, hair, nails, bones, and body fluids. It acts as a building blocks of cells and tissues, and it also regulates hemoglobins and muscle contractions and the formation of enzymes, hormones, and other secretions, which helps the synthesis of enzymes and produces digestive juices and antibodies. Good grooming, proper hygiene, and sanitation. Hair. For the gentleman, they must have a clean, neatly cut, and not extending below the ears. It should be at or above the collar line of the shirt, and always well combed, frequently shampooed, kept in place but not oily, and for the ladies, long hair should be tied in a bun using a net or pulled back neatly. For the face, the gentleman must have a clean shaven, not stubble beard or mustache, well trimmed above lip level and not drooping. Teeth must be brushed clean without nicotine stains. Sideburns are not to be longer than half of the length of each ear. And for the ladies, day makeup should be light, subtle, and carefully applied. Shoes. For a gentleman, it must be always clean and polished. Laces must be tied neatly at all times and socks should be clean. And for the ladies, low-heeled are appropriate for most clothes. Personal hygiene. For both men and women, bath daily and use deodorant after bath to avoid body odor. Use mouthwash often and brush your teeth twice a day to avoid bad breath. Visit a dentist twice a year for a dental checkup, and smokers should take care to avoid nicotine stains on teeth and hands, as well as tobacco breath. Wash your face frequently to appear fresh, and offensive habits should be avoided such as picking teeth, nose or ears, sneezing or yawning without closing the mouth, belching sound, continuously rearranging hair or clothes in guest contact areas, talking when you are eating, or making noise while chewing. Sanitation is the process of keeping places free from dirt, infection, and diseases by removing waste, trash, and garbage, by cleaning the streets, washing yourselves, and have a safe drinking water. TB, SARS, HIV, AIDS, renal disease awareness and education. Tuberculosis or TB is a disease caused by a bacteria called Mycobacterium tuberculosis. The bacteria usually attacks the lungs, but they can also damage other parts of the body. TB spreads throughout the air when a person with TB of the lungs or throat coughs, sneezes, or talks. The symptoms of TB in the lungs may include a bad cough that lasts 3 weeks or longer, weight loss, loss of appetite, coughing up blood or mucus, weakness of fatigue, fever, and night sweats. Skin tests, blood tests, x-rays, and other tests can tell if you have a TB. Severe acute respiratory syndrome or SARS is a viral respiratory disease caused by a SARS-associated coronavirus. It was first identified at the end of February 2003 during an outbreak that emerged in China and spread to 4 other countries. SARS is an airborne virus and can spread through small droplets and saliva in a similar way to a cold and influenza. It was the first severe and readily transmissible new disease to emerge in the 21st century and showed a clear capacity to spread along the routes of international air travel. SARS can also be spread indirectly via surfaces that have been touched by someone who is infected with the virus. Human immunodeficiency virus or HIV is a virus that attacks cells that helps the body fight infection, making the person more vulnerable to other infections and diseases. It is spread by contact with certain body fluids of a person with HIV, most commonly during unprotected sex or through sharing injection or drug equipment. Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome or AIDS is the late stage of infection that occurs when body's immune system is badly damaged because of the virus. It is a chronic, potentially life-threatening condition caused by the human immunodeficiency virus. By damaging your immune system, HIV interferes with your body's ability to fight infection and disease. Kidney failure or end-stage renal disease or ESRD is the last stage of chronic kidney disease. When the kidneys fail, it means that they have stopped working well enough for you to survive without dialysis or a kidney transplant, and diabetes is the most common cause of ESRD. Linkages with DOH and other health organizations through participation in their special programs. Department of Health or DOH is mandated to be the overall technical authority on health. The major mandate of DOH is to provide national policy direction and develop national plans, technical standards, and guidelines on health. It is also a regulator of health services and products and provider of special or tertiary health care services of the technical assistance to other health providers, especially the local government units or the LG.
So that's all. Thank